Hi everyone, today is the fourth class for EMFT. Today, fourth class for your subject EMFT. Okay, so today we'll start for the vector calculus. Okay, so vector calculus, the calculus was there. So vector calculus, inside this vector calculus, three different important concepts are there. First one, gradient. Second one, divergence or divergent, and third one, curl. These three important concepts. Okay, so what is gradient? Okay, so first write the gradient. Gradient is, write one statement over here. Gradient is the three-dimensional change of any vector quantity. Gradient is the three-dimensional change of any vector quantity taking only its magnitude. That is, the gradient is the three-dimensional change of any vector quantity by taking its magnitude only. That is scalar value. Within bracket, right? That is scalar value. Okay, whenever you are calculating the gradient of any vector, that means you are calculating the gradient of the scalar value of this particular vector. Okay, so that means if we consider a vector A, so and if A has three part ax I cap plus ay j cap and az k cap, then the gradient will be, what is the gradient? Gradient is nothing but the three-dimensional change of this vector. Vector means that is only magnitude. You have to take in the magnitude only. Okay, that means what? So gradient means dA will be your gradient. dA will be your gradient. What will be the answer? Del x of ax plus del y of ay plus del z of az. See, if we apply this one, then it will be a vector quantity, that will be I cap plus j cap and k cap. Actually we are taking the ax, ay, az part only, right? So whenever we are derivating this one, we cannot take I, j, k cap. So just we are derivating with respect of x, that is ax part, with respect of y, that is y part, and with respect of z, it is z part. Okay, after derivating, just put this I cap, j cap, k cap. So gradient of any scalar, actually gradient means gradient can be applicable on the scalar value, and after applying it results a vector. So write gradient of any scalar results vector. Write this statement, gradient, grad, short form you can write grad. Gradient of any scalar represents a vector quantity. That's why you are putting over here for a vector sign. So gradient of any scalar results a vector quantity. Okay, so gradient means, what is the gradient? Gradient means nothing but the three-dimensional change. This change is only occurring in x direction, this change is only occurring in the y direction, and this change simultaneously occurring in the z direction. So actually what happens? Suppose in this room, suppose I am drawing a room, so axis of the room, suppose these are three walls, this is the floor, basement floor, and this is a wall, and this is another wall. Okay, so if we consider a point A at origin, and now it is moving like this way in space, suppose it is moving up to B, A to B, that means from A to B, this B is in space, that means it is neither in this x, y, z, any of the other planes. Okay, so this B is placed on the space. So if we consider, so what is the change if we move A to B? So what is the change along x direction and along y direction and along z direction? Suppose this coordinate must have 0 comma 0 comma 0. Why? Because it is at origin. And b, if we consider 2 comma 3 comma 4, suppose, so we can say that this a to b, by a to b movement, we are moving in a particular x direction by 2 units, and by moving a to b, the particular y direction will be by 3 units, and similarly for z direction it will move by 4 unit. Okay, so 2 3 4 will be the coordinates. So if we can say that it will be it is, suppose, the looks like x square y plus z square, or 2z. Okay, x square y plus 2z. So what will be your gradient? Suppose this coordinate having a magnitude or values x square comma y comma 2z. So what will be the gradient? Gradient will be nothing but del x square by del x I cap plus del y by del y j cap and del z of 2z k cap. Okay, this is the gradient of grad of this AB. That means you can write DAB vector. So what will be result? 2x I cap plus 1 j cap, only j cap, plus 2 k cap, right? So it will be your gradient of this vector. Okay, so this similarly you can say that the gradient means nothing but the three-dimensional change, and this change is simultaneously occurring in each direction. Okay, and if we partially derive, partially derivative each of this part, we can get the result. Okay, so gradient means this one. Okay, so now I am moving into the divergence. Okay, so before starting the divergence, we have to make understand what is del factor. Okay, so write separately del factor. Del factor. So what is del factor? Right. Or del operator. You can say write del, better to pronounce del operator. Okay. Del operator is nothing but a operator, right? It is a operator acting on a vector. It is a operator acting on a vector which determines the partial derivative of the vector components along x, y, z direction. So that means the del operator is a operator which acts on a vector quantity by partial derivative of the parts of the vector by x, y and z separately. That means what? So this del operator is nothing but looks like this one. Del operator itself is a vector. Okay, del operator itself is a vector. So del means del x I cap plus del y j cap plus del z k cap. Okay, can you say that this del operator looks like your gradient operator? Okay, so that's why we can assume that if we consider this a vector having a magnitude ax, ay, az in all three axis direction, that means x direction, y direction, z direction, then it will be clear that if we apply gradient of a, that means this represents your gradient, so it will call gradient of a. Okay, and now this is called divergence of a. This is called gradient of a. Why? Because we are taking a modulus sign. So what is the meaning of this modulus? We are taking only the magnitude. Whenever it is derivating, we cannot take this I cap, j cap, k cap directions. Okay, so this representation is called, or you can say this one also, sometimes it can be represented by this way. Okay, there is no arrow over the a. That means it is only gradient part. Okay, that means it is the scalar part of the vector. So one of them, it can be represented by represents the gradient, and for divergence you can say that this is the divergence. So what is the concept for the same a vector? What is the result? The divergence means dot product of, write one sentence over here. Divergence is a operator which finds divergent is a operator which finds the dot product of a vector, which finds the dot product of a vector by the del operator. So dot product of del, so del of A, it represents the divergence. Okay, so del x I cap plus del y j cap plus del z k cap dot product with what will be then, what will be ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap. Okay, so here you can say del x ax plus del y ay plus del z az. Okay, so what will be your, what is the difference between gradient and divergence? You can say that, you can see that this one is a vector quantity. So gradient of any scalar represents results vector. That's why you are putting I cap, j cap, k cap. But for this case, it is dot product, right? So last day I have discussed that the dot product results always scalar quantity. So I dot I will be 1, j dot j will be 1, k dot k will be 1, and rests are 0. So that's why we are taking this del x into ax, del y into ay, del z into az only. There is no unit vectors I cap, j cap, k cap. There is no unit vectors. Okay, so this, if we taking the same example, that means a vector can be represented as x square I cap plus 2 plus y j cap plus z 2z k cap, suppose. So what will be your answer? It will be 2x plus 1 plus 2, right? So 2x plus 1 plus 2, it will be your answer. So unit, whatever the unit is given. So divergent means the dot product with the del factor of any vector. Okay, so this is the divergent concept. And last, write one statement over here: divergent of any vector results scalar. So what happens? Divergent of any vector results scalar, and here gradient of any scalar results vector. So this is the main difference between divergent and gradient. So gradient is a tool which is acts on a scalar value, and divergent is a tool which is acts on a vector value. And gradient results vector, and divergent results scalar. Clear? Okay. So now we are moving to curl concept. So what is the curl concept? So by the same del operator you can find the curl one. Okay, so what is the curl? Okay, right. Curl is a operator which acts on a vector. Curl is a operator which acts on a vector by cross product of the vector with the del operator. Cross product of the vector with the del operator. That means what? So this del cross A, it represents scalar. This one, your scalar value. So what will be your answer for this case if we consider the same expression and same example? So cross product of a vector with the del operator, it results how? Del x I cap plus del y j cap plus del z k cap. Okay, this is your del operator. Cross product with ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap. Okay, today I will discuss a way that by which you can find this curl of any vector directly, or by matrix method. Okay, so what is the method? That you can say that I cap j cap k cap. Okay, del x, del y, del z. Okay, and here ax, ay, z. So here we always I cap, j cap, k cap. First row always I cap, j cap, k cap. Second row it will be your first item, that is the del del x, del del y, del del z. So del del x, del del y, del del z. And third row will be ax, ay, az. Okay. So what is the determinant value of this matrix? If you consider it is a matrix, then this matrix have some determinant value, or you can say directly consider it is a determinant. So what will be the result? So I cap, making I cap, my cap, and first row, first column off, and this one multiplied with this one must multiplied by this one. So what will be your answer? So I cap, taking I cap as a common, del del y of az plus del del z of ay, right? Then minus j cap. So second row, second column, first row, second column will be off. So del del x az, del del x az minus del del z ax, del del z, del del z ax. Okay, del del z ax, and last k cap. So last column, del del x ay. So del del x ay minus del del y ax, del del y ax. Okay, so I think you can easily do this determinant one. Okay, so again I am repeating, I cap common, del del y az plus del del z ay minus j, del del x az minus del del z ax plus k cap, del del x ay minus del del y ax. Okay, so if we consider the same example, that means a vector is looks like this one, then we can say that the what is the ax part, this is ax, this is ay, and this is az. So del del y of az, here is no y part, it is partial derivative, right? So there is no y part, so it will be 0. And similarly ay, so this is the y part, ay part, so del del z of this y, ay part will be again 0, because it contains no z part, there is no z over this term. So similarly all of the terms you can say that it will be 0. So it is a 0. Always remember, for this example it is 0. Okay, for this example it is 0. But for some other example, if we consider this a vector equals to 2x plus, suppose 2x plus y I cap plus y square plus 2y plus, sorry, y square plus 2z square j cap plus 2x k cap, suppose. So if we consider this vector by this way, it is obviously it shows some result. So it is your ax I cap. By comparing you can write ay j cap plus az k cap. Okay, so by comparing you can easily perform this this one. So it will represent how much? So for del del y az, so it is your az, so this is your az, del del y of az, there is no y part, so first one is 0, first part is 0, minus del del z ay. So ay means this one, so it has some z value, del del z of ay. So by comparing, this is your ay, right? So j cap cancel out, so it will be your ay. So by del del z of ay, it will 4z. So this is 4z. Okay, so first one I cap taking common, 0 minus 4z. So I am writing this answer over here. Okay, first one, so equals to plus, so plus that is minus. So next this one, del del x az. So what is the az part? This one, so del del x, so obviously it shows the result, so looks the result will be 2. Okay, so next one, del del z ax. So ax means this one, del del z. So if we consider this one by derivating z part only, then it will be 0, because there is no z part. So 2 minus 0, right? Then plus k cap. So what will be your answer? K cap. K cap means del del x ay, del del x ay. So there is no x part, again it will be 0. And del del y ax. If we derive this one by del del y, that is y, so it will result 1. So what will be your answer? So minus 4z I cap minus 2j cap plus, sorry, again minus k cap. So it will be your answer, minus 4z I cap minus 2j cap minus k cap. So minus 4z I cap minus 2j cap minus k cap will be your answer if we consider this a vector looks like this one. Okay, so this is your curl. So I think you can easily perform the determinant, gradient, divergent and curl. Okay, so you have to perform some home tasks. Okay, so I will give you now some home tasks regarding this one. Okay, so write down something. Find question number 1. Question number 1. Find the divergence and curl of the following results or following vectors. Divergence of curl and curl of some of following vectors. So first one, a vector equals to x square plus 5 I cap plus 3y plus z square j cap plus 9y k cap. Okay, at 0, 1, -2 point. That means after perform this divergence and curl, if we get this something x, something y, something z, this y, then just put x value will be 0. After finding divergence, just put x equals to 0, y equals to 1, z equals to -2. Okay, over the result. And similarly, by using to find the curl, that will be your same thing you have to perform. And next one, b vector equals to, suppose x square by y I cap plus y square by z j cap plus z square by x k cap. Okay, so third problem, c vector equals to curl of a. It is very much important. So whatever the result after curling, whatever the result of getting after curl of this a vector, okay, so you have to consider it as a c vector. Why? Because you know that the curl, okay, one statement I have forgotten to tell you that after curl, what is the curl? It results, right? Curl of any vector results vector. Okay, curl of any vector results vector. Okay, so write this statement over under the section of curl. Okay, so if we consider this is curl of a vector, then it results a vector quantity. So this vector, whatever the result, you can treat as a c vector, and over this c vector you have to perform divergence and curl at the point, okay, for here at the point -5, 0, -2 or +2. Okay, and third point 0, 6, 3. Okay, so just perform this one. And fourth one, d vector equals to curl of grad of a. It is very much interesting. Curl of grad of a. So you have to perform this a vector by gradient. Okay, by applying the gradient tool. Whatever the result, it will be a vector quantity, because we know last thing, gradient means what? Gradient means gradient of any scalar results vector. Okay, today's conclusion, divergence of any vector results scalar. Okay, and curl of any vector results vector. Okay, so that means you have to perform for this case, gradient of a means what? Gradient of any vector results vector. So it is a vector quantity. So this vector, it is a vector quantity, suppose. So this vector you have to perform curl. So curl of any vector, again it is a vector. So this vector can be treated as a D vector, and over this D vector you have to perform divergence and curl. Okay, this is your homework. Okay, please perform this homework within next day. If you have any doubt, and actually next day I will discuss all of these 4 homeworks step by step, so you can check by yourself, and if you have any doubt by solving, then you can ask me. Okay, so it will be your today's class. So today's class up to this much. Thank you. Please cooperate with me. Okay.